Imagine this, while Bitcoin crashes 30% from its highs, and gold cools off after a solid run. Silver explodes by over 147% in just 1 year, smashing records and turning heads at the world's biggest asset manager. BlackRock, the $14 trillion behemoth, has seen its silver ETF skyrocket to around $47 billion in assets, delivering massive gains that outpace their gold and crypto plays. But here's the bombshells. This is the start of the greatest silver squeeze ever. With Fed pauses looming and global chaos brewing, silver could hit $100 or more in 2026, leaving gold and Bitcoin in the dust. Stick around, because today we're breaking down why BlackRock's silver shift is your urgent wake-up call. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, where we cut through the noise on precious metals, crypto, and big money moves. Today we're tackling one of the hottest stories in finance. BlackRock's monster gains from silver ETFs in 2026, prioritizing the white metal over gold and Bitcoin. We'll unpack the facts, explore why this shift is happening amid Fed rate drama, and reveal how it could trigger a silver squeeze right now. This video is packed with insights for investors, so hit that like button if you're ready to level up your portfolio. Let's get started. First off, let's talk cold, hard facts. BlackRock's iShares Silver Trust, ticker SLV, isn't just performing, it's dominating. As of mid-January 2026, SLV's assets under management have ballooned to around $47 billion. That's up massively from earlier levels, fueled by huge inflows and price surges. The fund's year-to-date return from 2025, a jaw-dropping 147% or more as we closed out the year. Now, compare that to BlackRock's other heavy hitters. Their iShares Gold Trust, IAU, sits at about $32 billion in assets. Gold's 2025 performance was strong, up around 65 to 70%, to over $4,300 an ounce, but that's less than half of silver's gains. And Bitcoin? BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust, IBIT, has amassed over $67 billion in assets overall. But Bitcoin itself is down significantly from its 2025 highs and struggling with modest year-to-date gains amid volatility. So why the silver priority? BlackRock's experts, like Evy Hambro, their global head of thematics, are bullish. They have a positive long-term view on silver, expecting an upward trajectory in 2026 driven by industrial demand and supply tightness. Unlike gold, which is mostly a safe haven play, silver is about 50% industrial. Think solar panels, EVs, AI chips, and 5G tech. Demand exploded in 2025, with solar alone gobbling up record amounts. BlackRock's SLV gives investors easy access to physical silver without the hassle of storage. And with massive inflows across their ETFs last year, silver's riding the wave, but the real story is SLV's explosive growth. With returns around 148% on a multi-billion-dollar fund, that's billions in value creation for investors. Outshining gold's steadier but slower climb and Bitcoin's wild swings. BlackRock isn't alone in this pivot. Silver outperformed gold by a 2-to-1 ratio in 2025 and left Bitcoin eating dust. But why the shift? It boils down to a perfect storm: supply crunches, booming demand, and macro uncertainty. First, supply deficits. The market has seen cumulative shortages of hundreds of millions of ounces in recent years. With another significant deficit projected for 2026, China's new export restrictions, starting January 2026, control a huge portion of global refined silver. That's a massive bottleneck. Mines are struggling. Even with higher prices, production isn't ramping up fast enough. Demand off the charts. Industrial use hit record. Solar panels alone need way more silver this year. Add EVs, electronics, and central banks diversifying away from the dollar amid de-dollarization. Geopolitics amps it up. Ongoing tensions in the Middle East. U.S. policy shifts, Russia-Ukraine all boost safe haven buy now. Tie in BlackRock. Their SLV holds hundreds of millions of ounces in vaults, making them a key player in physical silver. With Bitcoin facing outflows and gold steady but not explosive, silver's dual appeal, industrial growth plus hedge, makes it the priority. Silver miners, via BlackRock's related ETFs, are up massively in 2025, with dividends flowing. This isn't hype, it's a strategic bet on scarcity. Enter the Fed after aggressive cuts in 2025. Officials now signal a more cautious approach, with projections for just 1 or 2 rate reductions in 2026, is essentially a pause. Why? Sticky inflation, strong jobs data and spots, and a divided board. Median projections see rates staying elevated by year-end. But here's the twist. Uncertainty breeds opportunity. Fed pauses amid geopolitical risks and dollar debasement fears could supercharge safe havens like silver. Lower rates historically boost precious metals. By reducing opportunity costs, I think past easing cycles. This sets up the silver squeeze. With inventories at multi-year lows, borrow fees spiking, and any demand spike could force shorts to cover. We're seeing backwardation futures cheaper than spot, signaling immediate shortages. Analysts warn of extreme volatility in 2026 due to thin stocks. Experts predict silver could surge to $100 soon, or even higher if conditions tighten further. BlackRock's positioning. They're absorbing flows into SLV, potentially amplifying the squeeze if institutions pile in amid Fed drama. If pauses lead to inflation fears, silver could surge massively. This isn't a meme squeeze, it's structural. So is BlackRock's silver focus a signal to buy? Analysts are optimistic. Some see silver averaging higher in 2026, with bulls eyeing $100 or more if deficits persist. With squeezes accelerating, volatility's your friend if positioned right. Risks. Fed hikes could pressure prices short-term, or eased tariffs dilute urgency. But fundamentals scream upside. Deficits, China curbs. Industrial boom. Action. Consider SLV for easy exposure, or miners for leverage. Diversified, don't go Ellen. Track Fed meetings, China news, and inventories. In 2026, silver could be the star asset. BlackRock's gains show the shift is real, don't miss the squeeze. Thanks for watching. If this fired you up, smash that subscribe, hit the bell, and drop a comment. Silver to $100, yes or no? Check the links in the description for more tools and sources. Stay stacked, stay informed. See you next time.